child contemplate. You know the preacher gon' see, but nobody gon' tell. We don't call the police here. You know 911 don't work anymore, so I gotta keep.
Alright, we're here today on the digital.wav media channel. This is our first artist interview today. And this one's real to me because I've listened to your shit for a while. You already know that. Going way back to like 2017. I mean, you've been doing this shit for a minute.
Hell yeah.
So, my first question was, did you always know that you were like the Reeves Junya we all see? Or did you figure it out at some point? Or like, did you always know when you were young?
I ain't gonna lie, I've always been like full of energy, hella cocky, hella aware of my potential. Yeah, I always knew. If you ask anybody I went to high school with, played football with, any of my family members, old friends, they'll tell you I always had the same energy, same oomph. I definitely changed because I used to be on some crash out shit in Minnesota, robbing people, fucking hitting licks, shooting at people, all this random shit. And that really ain't me for real. So I guess I did have to change that shit. And this is not saying I'm not like that for real, but it's just like I'm really like that. Whatever I put my mind to, I'm gonna go all the way. So that's why I chose not to do certain things, because like all the way only lead to death or jail or whatever the fuck. So I'm just using it for the music. I've always been this person though. Shout out to my older sister.
No, that's real shit. So it sounds like at some point you realized the path you were on was different than the one you wanted to go down.
Nah, even when I was hitting licks and doing that shit, like I used to rob some of my fans, but...
Or you had that in mind, like you was for the music, like you were doing...
Nah, just anytime I ever did some fucked up shit, I knew it was only to... So I never had to do it again. It wasn't like me taking advantage or being greedy. Like I hit a lick, they go hit another lick, and hit another lick. I hit my lick, get my bread, and then try to do some positive shit with that shit, if that make any sense. If it's even possible, you know what I'm saying? But that's how I looked at it. Like everything I'm doing now, back then, I was like, everything I'm doing now, it's so I ain't gotta do this shit no more. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Jay-Z, Jeezy, certain niggas had that same mindset. Like, yeah, they might have been in the streets, and I'm not saying I was in the streets like these niggas. And I don't even know if these niggas in the streets. That's how wild this shit be. But all I'm saying is the smartest niggas take their street money and flip it or put it towards some shit that can get them free from that shit. So.
Right, otherwise the paranoia would be like...
But some niggas don't be paranoid, nigga. I'll be paranoid.
Yeah, it's all up to you. But, so how do you remember, like, growing up in Minneapolis personally? Like, what do you remember about it? You know? Did anything stick out about it, or were you, like, waiting to get out of there?
Yeah, I wanted to leave for my whole life, nigga. Like,
you always wanted to get out of there?
Yeah, like, it's not big enough for somebody like me. I did everything I was supposed to do in Minnesota. Every girl I was supposed to do in Minnesota. Like, I did everything I was supposed to do. Like, a lot of Minnesota niggas be hating on me, but it's some Minnesota shit. Of course you gonna hate on a nigga who live in the hills, who live in LA, who drive a Benz, a nigga who didn't move back when you did. I get it. Like, I don't need your validation. The one thing about making it as a star, everybody come back around once you make it. And the difference between me and all these other rappers is I kept going, they quit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna ever quit till I die. So.
That's real shit. I wanted to ask you, if you had $1,000 in a phone, you were starting all over here again, would you do anything differently than what you did, or do you think you would do everything how you did it?
Man, if I had $1,000 if I had to start over type shit, I'll be in a better position than I was when I came out here. I had $0. $0. No job, no scamming, no trapping. Nigga, if I had $1,000, it would be gone. Because like normally when you're in that mind state, you don't know how to maintain your lifestyle. You might think it's money. It's not money, it's you, nigga. Whether you work a job or you trapping or you rapping, it's not really about money. A lot of black people, a lot of people from minorities, not even just black people, like we wasn't taught how to manage money, bro. We wasn't taught about savings. We wasn't taught about this type of shit. So I think you can give a nigga $1 million. If they not prepared for it, they're gonna be broke. They're gonna go crazy. So
that's actually real shit. I was thinking about that the other day, like, they didn't teach us how to do our taxes in school. They didn't teach us how to budget. Like, that actually is crazy.
They don't teach us shit in school. And I love learning, but I fucking hate school.
They need to realign some of that curriculum.
Excuse me.
Alright, how do you explain what Alienz Only is and kind of what the company does to people who don't know?
Alienz Only is my company. It's a platform company, a dream platform company. Really, we change people's lives. We connect dots. We got a full video team. We got a clothing team. We got a music team. And we eventually going to get into tech, sports. But we just doing everything at a big level. Alienz Only is almost like Shark Tank. but a real thing that you can go to. Because we all watch Shark Tank on TV. These niggas want a piece of your business, and they want you to be a part of their shit, and they're gonna pay you, they're gonna make it happen. I wanna do that shit, but just on a more like practical scale. So it's like, if my company already was where I wanted it to be, these people who watching, people who listening to this, we'll be able to take our music, take our niece, who we think my niece, she's a star. I want to put her in some commercials. I got this crazy film I did. I want to make this place where you can come with your idea, with your talent, with your product, and we just connect the dots and we just make it happen. So we got a bunch of legends on our team. And it's not just to hold these people and just make me famous or help them make me rich. It's like, I'm really out here trying to help these people. So when it's time for me to shoot a video for another artist or work with somebody else's music, we got all of these resources, from the video team to the clothes to the music. And yeah.
So it's like a Shark Tank for creatives, but more like mutual love.
Yeah, more mutual love. It's like no Shark Tank because I'm not out. I don't really need nobody. All the ideas in my head gonna get done regardless if niggas help me or not. So it's like, if you feel the same way, and most of the people I work with are the same way. It's like, these people are going to make it regardless. Like, the least I could do is be a part of their journey, be a part of their story. So that's what Alienz Only is right now. We're doing it at a smaller scale, but we change people's lives. We're a life-changing company.
So when did you realize Alienz Only was something you wanted to build, like, long-term? Was it a while ago? Like, or was it...
Yeah, I've been running Alienz Only for, like, a minute, like, almost like 15, 20 years almost. So it's like, when I first started, it was called the Alienz. And then my lawyer told me I had to switch my name because it was a British band or some overseas band by the Aliens. So we ended up switching it to Alienz Only. And when I first moved to LA, I came out here on tour, but I eventually started shooting music videos for all these artists during the SoundCloud era. Trippy, Chief Keef, a lot of these other rappers who fell off. Yeah, I feel like being like that right now. But like Icy Narco and just like people like that. Like,
I remember.
I done shot for all them niggas. So that is what kind of opened my entrepreneur spirit. And then I just realized like what I'm here to do. I'd have been signed as a rapper if that was what God wanted for me. I'm supposed to help people get signed. I'm supposed to change the game. I'm not here just to play by the rules. So yeah.
No, I know you, I mean, generally, and I can see that the company aligns with what you do and your energy, and like, it makes sense in the long-term scheme of everything.
I hope so, because I know I could be confusing sometimes.
No, I get it. And then I wanted to ask you, what artists growing up, if any, played a part in like what you sound like right now? I
mean, all the artists played a part in what I sound. Not really what I sound like, but what I base my sound off of. Because I'm not like, oh damn, I was just this artist. I guess I had like periods. Like I had a Wayne period, I had a 50 Cent period, I had a Fabulous period, a Cassidy period. Like I just took the best parts of the people I fucked with and tried to incorporate it in my sound. But anybody who was on the radio, because I wanted to be a radio artist. I wanted to be a mainstream artist, like people on the radio. But outside of people y'all know, like my sister, both of my sisters, my cousin D-Nick, I don't really know. Really Lil Wayne for real, to be completely honest. Lil Wayne, Eminem.
Gotta be.
Who else? Drake. But that's it for real.
Okay, hell yeah.
Oh, Kanye. Jay-Z. Yeah.
That's real. Okay, let's see. I wanted to ask, what else sparks your interest besides music and life, like in general? Is there anything that just really sparks your interest on that level, like music, but not related?
I mean, just like creating art, like films. I'm gonna do a lot of TV shows and films in the next couple years. Like I'll be modeling, I'll throw parties, I'll do it all, bruh. But outside of creating, what I have as a hobby or interested in is just like, I don't know, like manifesting. I'll be YouTubing a bunch of self-help shit that help me switch my perspective on life. Think and Grow Rich, The Secret, 4 Agreements.
Yeah, you gotta put me on.
What got you here won't get you there. Like my horoscope, tarot reading. I'm hella spiritual when it comes to that shit. I'm hella open-minded. I feel like that changed my life the most, my mindset. I need to figure out more hobbies that don't have anything to do with creating, that I can enjoy. But I guess just playing the game for real, like playing the game, playing 2K, Call of Duty, is like, that's the only time my brain cut off and I don't gotta think about life or this or that. But that's it for real. That's it that I got right now.
Speaking of that, if you had to give like top 3 video games, what would you credit?
Like in life or just mean like right now?
Yeah, like
Because it's different.
Recently what you been playing?
Recently, right now, I think the best game is Call of Duty. Even though, no, gang on me. But I think everybody on like Rainbow Siege and like the other shit. That's not for me. It might be better, but I'm still an old head sometimes. So it's like it take me a minute to like follow the hype. It might be some shit is hype for a reason though. That's what I want y'all to know. Reeves is hype for a reason. It might be some hype, but I really back that shit up. I hope that game back it up. But for me personally, obviously it's gonna be Call of Duty. Right now it's just Call of Duty and 2K. But you gotta know that GTA is like the #1 game ever.
You're waiting on that, the new GTA?
For sure. Like I'm literally not gonna plan anything around my career when that shit drop. I'm not doing shit for at least until I beat it.
I used to fuck with Fortnite back when they had the airplanes mode.
You have to play Fortnite to know what you're talking about. I don't even know what you're talking about. But
whatever. I'm not that big into video
But
games.
I did play Fortnite because I bought a bunch of skins. So like after I paid for all these skins, I just wanted to use them. So I was playing for a minute, but and Fortnite to me, I ain't gonna lie, outside of the building, that shit seemed too easy. Like Fortnite kind of sweet. If you know how to build, then you go there on Fortnite. But I don't know how to build. But when they made the no build mode on Fortnite, that shit was lit.
Hell yeah. Okay, moving on from video games. So you've dropped like 4 music videos in the last maybe month and a half, give or take?
Yeah, every other Wednesday. Reeves Wednesday.
4 music videos in like a month and a half. What's your favorite music video, do you think, that out of those 4?
All of them. All of them. I directed all of them.
If you had to pick the
my team, I'm not picking. It's like, yo, who's your favorite sibling? Who's your favorite kid? Like, I'm not picking. It's up for y'all. I'm here to create the art and let y'all figure out what y'all favorite is.
Okay, if that's the case.
For the people who don't know these songs that he's talking about, go listen to Nasty / Good Girl by Reeves Junya. I got a song called The New Normal, very inspirational, motivational song. American Slave, the modern rebel song for our generation. And then I just dropped a song called BLAT, that's BLAT exclamation point. And it really means fuck the system in Russian. So,
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. One of my homies told me that shit. So if I'm wrong, I apologize. But he told me that, and I believe him, so.
Damn, so okay, y'all go watch those 4 music videos and drop a comment which one y'all fuck with the most, because...
And go watch the new ones, because I got more shit dropping. Shout out to my team. Shout out to Link. Shout out to Nova. Shout out to Star. Shout out to fucking Zoe, Eli. I'm missing somebody, Kenner. Shout out to my whole video team. Shout out to Turtle. Shout out to Ayyy. Shout out to Ben Hughes. Shout out to, even though Lito ain't never seen me motherfucking clips last time we shot, shout out to Lito. Shout out to everybody that work with us when it come to getting these videos done. Like, they the reason why this shit happening. Like, I might have a vision, but they help execute it. So shout out to my team.
Hey, but speaking of that, bro, you meet a lot of people and you find a lot of cool people. So how do you tell when you meet someone, because you meet a lot of people, how do you generally tell when someone is like authentic or fake? Or like, what is your signal that they are not the person that they're portraying?
I mean, they're not the person. Once they show they're not the person, it's not up for me to like be judgmental of people. Because at the end of the day, I'm lit. I'm gonna make it. I'm in my frequency. All I can do is give people a chance, just like I want people to give me a chance, even when I'm not all the way in my frequency. If niggas can manage and navigate that whole process, they be good. If they not, they just gotta know they're gonna see me doing the same shit I was telling them, just without them. So it's just is what it is. So it's like, it don't really matter. Like when it come to relationships, when it come to friendships or business relationships, you don't gotta really trust other people. You don't be like, is this girl good? Is this dude good? It's like, if you good, then they can only play themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the energy. I don't need none of the people I'm working with as far as like from a manipulative or a using way. I'm lit in real life, bro. That's the name of the album, by the way. But so it's like, it's just like an obligation. It's like the people that I work with, I feel obligated to work with them. Even if it don't work out long term, the people I ever worked with, I believe in them. They stars. They're gonna blow up regardless if I work with them or not. And most of the people who work with me see it the same way. So
you kind of go off just frequency.
I go off my frequency.
You let them paint themselves.
I'm not gonna be cool with nobody
100%.
Everybody gonna piss me off because I'm super emotional. So it's just like, eventually I'm gonna come to a point where I'm just like, damn, this nigga got me fucked up. But I'm emotional, and I tell myself, yo, Reeves, you tripping, you emotional. This nigga help you with this video, this and that. This person help you with this and that. So it is what it is. But if it become more pain or more problems than positive, then you gone, and it's not even really a conversation. This is the conversation for the people watching. So
that makes sense.
And it should be the same way for me. As soon as I stop being professional, as soon as I stop coming through, as soon as I stop being positive, niggas need to cut me off too on phone them. Like, it's that simple.
I like that. So, if LA didn't exist, where do you think you would live right now? Just random question.
Montreal.
Montreal, Canada?
Yeah, I fucking love Montreal. I performed with my boy Nate Husser at Metro Festival. And just that was my first experience out the country. And Montreal it's lit. Especially because nobody really knew me out there, but everybody kind of knew me out there. I got a fresh start. All the girls was really open-minded. Like, type of shit I'm into, they into, like threesomes and shit. It's like, it wasn't like it's lit, it's just fire. And black people speak French out there, so it's a vibe.
That's crazy.
Bonjour.
I'm gonna have to go out there sometime, Montreal.
Yeah,
so since you've been in LA a while, could you drop like some of your favorite local businesses that maybe you fuck with, or
from where?
just wherever you normally go that you would be willing to drop, like some dope local businesses?
You talking about like LA or Minnesota or just
LA,
anything? Oh yeah, so shout out to the brands I work with. I can't shout out anybody else without shouting out the people I got real business with. Shout out Rome the Halls. Shout out Jordan Bloom. Shout out Berg. Shout out Merlin's father. What else? Who else? Clothing line I fuck with. I mean, I'm thinking clothing lines right now. That's what you're saying, or you just mean brands?
It could even be like restaurants, somewhere you just stop by that you want to shout out, like bring them some business.
Yeah, that's it. Just my homies.
Okay.
Fuck everybody else.
That's real.
And if I'm missing any of my homies, I'm sorry, but fuck everybody who I wasn't thinking about anyways.
Where do you generally like see yourself in 5-10 years? Like, ideally, where do you want to be?
I mean, I'm gonna be a millionaire, a multi-millionaire in the next couple of months, but in the next couple of years, I feel like a lot of these companies like Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, like they can generate billions of dollars of revenue within like a year or two. So it's a high chance that I'm a billionaire in 5 years, like without no exaggeration. I'm not just saying that, just like attracting it. I got a game plan. This shit been working flawlessly. So yeah, I should be a billionaire in the next 5 to 10 years for sure.
Speaking of that, like, how do you stay so productive and like you're shooting these videos, you're working on these films in the background, connecting with all these brands? Like, are you a list keeper? How do you generally like keep track of everything and stay so productive and shit?
I mean, I was getting shit done when I wasn't organized, but being organized definitely helped me get a lot of shit accomplished. And I'm just the type of person where I need some shit to look forward to. I don't like waking up and not having nothing going on. Like yesterday I woke up and knew I had an interview today. Got a video shoot after this. I like having shit going on. Like, anybody can have some shit going on for themselves. Y'all just gotta put yourself out there. Even if it ain't as important as you think it is or whatever, you never know what some shit could do number-wise or viral-wise or who somebody is. So me personally, I am organized. I got a lot of to-do lists. I got a lot of presentation decks, keynotes and all that shit, PDFs. But I just like having shit to look forward to. I just don't like being bored. So when I keep myself busy, I feel important. I attract shit good that's going on in my life. And that's really it. That's all I can really do.
So if you want to be as productive as Reeves, you got to stay organized. You got to have some sort of...
I'm not always organized. Like, there's people watching this like, Reeves organized? He hit me up last minute. But that shit I hit you up last minute about is organized to me. So I got some type of plan in my head, and I map it down, and I do my to-do list. And so far, at least this year, everything has been going according to plan. So it's just like, and I'm made for this shit. Like, I've been out here 10 years. If I was in it for the wrong reasons, I would not be a musician no more. I'll be a manager, or I'll be a videographer. I'll do something that brings me more money, because I make more money doing other shit than music. So it's like, you gotta really have your heart in it if you care about some shit. Like, people who don't care, they're gonna fade out. The people who do care, they're gonna be here, regardless of what you in it for. Like, I love this shit because I'm an artist. And my cousin told me, you gotta do what artists do, or else you're not an artist. You gotta drop music, you gotta drop music videos. Everybody who not dropping music videos, not putting out music, you're not an artist. You gotta keep going, you gotta keep putting this shit out. That's the only difference between the people doing it and people who not. Is the people who doing it is doing it. So keep doing it. No matter what that means to you, just keep going. Because I swear to God, it's not about talent, it's not about nothing else. It's literally about the people who keep going and the people who don't keep going. You just gotta keep going. And shit gonna pop off for you in whatever way, whatever that means to you, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's promising. You've been doing this shit a long time, so.
It happened for
They
every
should
person
take
I
that
know.
advice.
Every single person I know, it happened for. Like a lot of these artists wasn't famous when I first met them, and then like Trippie wasn't famous when I first met him. Like, you gotta remember, I met him when he wasn't famous, and then he was famous. Same with Lil Xan. I met him when he wasn't famous, I met him when he was famous. Same with Jalil. I met him when he wasn't famous, and then now he is famous. Same with Casey Pluto. I met him when he was. What's the difference between all these niggas? They just kept going. Everybody was talking shit. When them niggas was homeless, when niggas was struggling, they just kept putting out music. They just kept going. They just took the shit on their chin. And that's the difference. Even an artist like Rumor. The artist Rumor, you familiar?
Rumor? Yeah, I've heard a few songs by Rumor.
RMR, that nigga used to be my manager. He's from Minnesota. So it's like, it's not one person that don't make it if their intention is not set on blowing the fuck up, bro. It's like, that's one thing. It's the power of the mind is real. So it's like, you just gotta keep going.
Casey Pluto, I heard a lot of buzz about in Minnesota when he was blowing up. And I saw
Casey be acting fake as hell, but I had to give him his props though, because what I was saying was a real thing.
So, what have you learned about love, like, in your life? Is there anything you've really learned about love you would tell maybe, like, kids growing up that don't understand love? Or
Yeah, the kids growing up that's watching this, you not in love, bro. Get that shit up. You're going to fall in love like 16 times, and hopefully less if you take my advice. Like, you not in love, bro. Get over that shit. That shit's not real. But I'm a real lover boy. I done fell in love with damn near girls who I shouldn't have fell in love with. That shit is not real. Emotions are chemicals in your brain. You gotta learn how to control your chemicals, man. It's simple. And I'm saying this while I'm damn near in love right now, but I'm just trying to help y'all out so y'all don't be like me or like somebody else. Nigga, you not in love, man. Get that shit up, focus on your dreams. And the people, at least make sure you stable before you try to get in love with somebody. Cause you want a bad bitch, you want a real nigga like me, you gonna have to cash out. And it's just simple as that. If you want a star, you got to deal with star shit. If you want fucking a bad bitch, you gotta deal with what bad bitches come with, bro. It's like, it just is the reality we living in. It's not no more of that high school sweetheart shit. And most of the people we know from high school that's marrying each other, they going outside. At least our parents kind of, you know, at least they look cute and shit, the ones that's still together. The high school sweethearts now, them bitches, I don't even trust if they baby daddies who they say it is, so.
That is true though, because I feel like a lot of kids look for love and they don't know what it feels like, so they look for it. And then when they finally feel real love, they realize that, you know, like you're saying, the other 10 times they weren't in love.
But it's about self-love. It's all about self-love. Not to be corny, it's about self-love. Nobody kind of want to spend their whole life alone. There's a lot of people who act like they do, but nobody do. So you will find love when you love yourself. Because if you don't, all you're going to do is like try to fill a void or have somebody fill a void for you, and that shit all lead down like a toxic path. And it might happen to you, but just realize that you're in a toxic path and you gotta just make some adjustments. But I don't know, like real life, fuck love for real. Like, love yourself, love your art, love your family, love the things that love you. And when you do love somebody, try to love them unconditionally. Don't try to love them based on them loving you back or this or that. If you're gonna give somebody love, give them love just because that's the type of person you is. And if they break your heart, still be the person you is, because if you change who you are for the person that's not even in your life no more, then you're gonna not be the person you need to be for the persons or the people that you meet in the future. So like, if I let any of them hoes fuck up my head, fuck up my mental, I wouldn't even be in the position I'm in right now or that I'm about to be. I'm always gonna be a lover, but sometimes you gotta lock in, focus on yourself. Most of the time, all the time.
That's very true. That hurts when you are in that position. So like, you're always on go. Like, how do you turn your mind off at the end of the day and like relax or wind down? Do you have any like?
I don't.
You never do? You're always on go?
I don't, bro. I told you I'll be playing the game. That is
that's the only way, the game.
Just the game, maybe get some head. Like, I don't even know. Like, it's not too much shit that can calm me down and relax me, bro. Like, even when I smoke weed, I smoke 100 blunts or keep going because my mind is wired, bro. I'm too much thinking about the future or whatever. And it's not a bad thing. I'm not, like, going crazy.
You try, like, some tea or melatonin?
I don't like tea.
Damn. I could give you a good tea recipe.
Yeah, everybody said that shit.
Let me ask you, so like, you dropped American Slave, so obviously you have some like views about the state of America right now. So I wanted to ask you, like, do you think this next generation will really bring a good change to America, this new way of thinking?
I don't think shit. I'm not no politician. I don't think nothing about none of that shit. I'm not about to run for the president. None of that shit. I'm not Democrat.
Just the youth
No, I'm
in
just saying.
general.
I'm just saying what I'm saying. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm not ever gonna go into office and like never. I'm not gonna side with no parties. I feel like all of that shit bullshit. This nigga Trump got 50-something felonies, bro. There's niggas from my hood that can't even vote. How the hell this nigga run for president, bro? This shit all weird. Then you got Biden breathing down bitches' necks and some more shit. It's wild, bro. It's like you already know what happened to people like me who speak their truth. Like, come on, man. I'm gonna say this for another time. But at the end of the day, the generation is fucked. Y'all all care about that Drake and Kendrick beef. More y'all care about who's finna be our next president. Like, nobody doing shit about it. And the people who do complain about that shit don't be doing shit about it. Shout out to the people who actually protesting, the people who actually calling the House representatives and all the Senate and all this shit, doing the real shit to make real changes. Everybody else is bullshitting, including me. I ain't got no answer for y'all for that. I know I make music, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna talk about it, maybe inspire somebody to do something about it. But I'm just calling it how it is. It's like, nigga,
it's a very broad question.
The world fucked up. And I be feeling like an American slave sometimes. That's just how it is. And I know a bunch of people relate to that shit.
Like, has inflation recently affected you with the music or anybody you know at all? Like,
hell yeah, it affects everybody. Because how you going to go to the studio and get some Cheetos when the Cheetos just be 99 cents and now the Cheetos is like $1.50, $2.30, something, depending on a family-owned gas station or liquor store. These niggas putting their own prices on that shit. And then you walk in with some Chrome Hearts on or walking in a little too fresh, they might tell you, oh, put your card, pay with your card, and then they ask some extra shit. They be trying to finesse out here. Yeah. Nigga, Cheetos should not be fucking whatever the price Cheetos is, bro.
No, chips are like, a bag of chips is like $6-7, right?
Everything. I just tried to promote my shit on Facebook, my post. These niggas charge me $60 to promote $100. What kind of weird ass shit is that? Y'all niggas is out here tripping. It's not the same thing as inflation, but that's what I feel like touching on right now. Facebook, y'all tripping. Mark Zuckerberg, you tripping. You already rich, nigga. Goddamn.
No, I've even Google ads. I tried Google ads, and they will charge you more than you set. Like, they'll charge you like as much as they want, and then you just gotta pay it. Like, you can't just set it an exact amount. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. That's valid though. I don't know why they do that. But yo, what would you say to like kids out there that are kind of discouraged from being an artist in today's world because it's so like oversaturated or whatever they might think, you know, like.
I mean, you gotta just realize what you in it for, bro. I'm in it to be the best ever, the best that ever did it. So my job here is not done. But you look at somebody like my little brother, he just want to make music just to make music, and he already made it. So depending on what you're making music for. If you're making music just to record shit and just to do some local shows or be heard, then you made it. But if you're making music to be the best and people don't recognize you as the best, then you have a lot of work to do. And unfortunately, it's a lot of people that's delusioned by this shit. They think they're gonna make it and they not. Do the mathematics. It's a 1 to 3% chance. You have to be outstanding. You gotta have the whole package. It's not even music. You gotta have a personality. You gotta know how to do interviews. You gotta know how to perform. You gotta do all of this shit. So it's like in real life, a lot of these people not gonna make it, and they not really in it for the right reasons. I've been rapping before. A lot of these niggas was rapping. Not meaning that matters, because a lot of people now who blow up, and they only been rapping 6 months, a year. But look at the longevity of their life. That's how long their careers last. 6 months, a year. They get their millions and it's over with. Why? Because they wasn't in it to be crazy successful rappers. They was in it to buy this car, to provide for their family, and that's cool too. You just gotta just know what the fuck you in it for.
So
the shit just stopped. We had to put a new card in.
Yeah.
But the show must go on. All right,
So basically where I left off when it cut out was I was going to ask you, like, what is the main core reason that has kept you making music all these years that you've stayed at it, you know?
Bro, I don't even know, bro. It's the way I am, bro. My parents, my proximity, the shit I grew up around, it is what it is. It's in me. A lot of people, I don't even fuck with Donald Trump, but I feel like I was reading a book and they asked people, like, what's the key to success or key to being successful? And then Donald Trump said genetics. And I feel like it running my blood. Like, if you do your research on Bass Reeves, you can YouTube Bass Reeves. He a legend. That's my family member. Like, we meant to do legendary shit. And I feel like when you feel like you was born to do some legendary shit, no matter what people say, you should follow that feeling and you should just keep going. And that's just how I feel. That's what keep me motivated. Like I said, I'm in it for different reasons. I'm having fun with this shit. I'm the one. Like, Drake, Kendrick, Kanye, they all getting older. We've been listening to their music for so long. Like, who who else, who better than me to take the torch and just do what I do? All my songs sound different. I'm a enthusiastic personality. I know how to perform. Like outside of my music, I edit videos, I direct. Like I put on when it comes to the fashion shit. It's like, who better?
Yeah, they gotta understand all the shit you do behind the scenes, honestly. At some point, they'll understand that.
Yeah, they'll understand.
But, alright, more like light question. Like, what's one of your favorite breakfast meals that just gives you, like, good energy throughout the day to, like, do what you need to do?
Yeah, I don't be eating breakfast.
You're not a breakfast person?
Nah, just like eat coffee for breakfast.
No breakfast, just lunch, straight to lunch.
Cigarette.
Yeah, I just drink coffee, bro. And when you drink espresso, you don't be that hungry, so. I'm not a breakfast person. Like, I'll probably like scramble eggs. Like, I don't fuck.
He's fasting.
I fast for breakfast, unintentionally. Like, I'm just not a breakfast person. Like, my favorite meal to eat, I'm just gonna switch it, is steak. Like, I love eating steak right now. Like, especially when you go to them restaurants, they be having like 60 steaks on that bitch. They all different. Prime, you got New York cut, you got filet, you got Wagyu. Like,
I've seen your story.
They all, yeah, you know what's up. I be eating that good steak. But yeah, I like steak for real. And then I'm trying to open my palate, so I've been eating a lot of freaky shit, like a lot of French cuisine, a lot of Thai food, a lot of different shit that my brain don't really fuck with, but I fuck with that shit for real.
Hey, appreciate the insight.
Shout out to all the cultures and their food that they gave us.
Hell yeah. What are a few things that just make you happy no matter what? Just make you happy in life?
Nigga, just being alive, bro. Like, nigga, I wake up every day in the hills. I go outside, look at my Benz. Nigga, I used to sleep in the car, nigga. I used to be fucked up. This nigga Dirt knows. This nigga Jordan knows. Like, a lot of my homies who really know me know. Nigga, I make it look good a lot of the times, bro. I used to be fucked up, bro. And it's like, I'm just grateful for that shit. Like, outside of making it as a rapper, I made it as a man. You feel me? It's a lot of people from where I'm from, they don't get to do what we doing right now. You know what I'm saying? They don't get to dress how we dressing right now, smoke how we smoking. They gotta wait. They gotta take whatever the weed man coming with in Minnesota. Whatever you got, sativa, indoor, outdoor. They gotta take it. Nigga, I can get my weed delivered out there. I can go to a weed shop. It could be any time of the day. I can go to one of those fucking stash and dashes or one of them. Like, being in LA is crazy. I just love my life, bro. It's not a lot of people in my family that even made it to my age and not had kids. So I'm just living a free life, bro.
Lots to be happy for.
And it's just like, yeah, it's a lot to be happy for. I lost so many of my people. My grandma just died. My boy Kiwan died. My cousin Angel died. A lot of people died, and I ain't cry about that shit, and I'm not trying to act too cool for school. It's just like, bro, my life been so good, bro. I got so many Adidas commercials that's out, that's dropping. I got a team that I'm building. I got a roof over my head. I got a vehicle in my name. I got insurance, a license. Like, this shit all matter to me, bro. Like, nigga, I'm good, bro, and I'm just gonna keep upgrading, nigga. And if you down, as long as you ain't a bitch, and you don't give up, you got some real ones around you, you gonna come up, bro. It's inevitable, bro. What's the worst gonna happen if you down bad, if you don't eat for a day, or if shit fucked up girl break your heart, nigga? What's the worst? You ain't gonna die, bro. Like, get yourself together, figure that shit the fuck out. Nigga, like, RP to my kid. I was about to have a kid that passed away. Like, I made it through all that shit. I cut my hair. I was tweaking, bro. Like, what the fuck? So it's like, stay focused, stay locked in, stay in that good frequency, and do whatever you got to stay in that frequency. So.
My energy with all those souls you just listed too, because that was a lot. My condolences to you, bro, for real.
I was like, I don't know, all them souls we can't talk about.
No, 100%.
Nah, I respect it for sure. Can you please pass me another beer?
Yes. Is there anything else you want to announce just to have in the interview? Because I'm going to wrap up here, but if there's anything else that you just want to announce, something that's coming out.
I mean, it's simple, bro. Live in Real Life, that's my new album. I'm not really sure when I'm dropping it because it's not really an album market in time right now. It's more so single based. But once again, I don't do what everybody doing. I'm just waiting on my moment, then I'll drop this album for y'all. But I got a bunch of singles, about a bunch of commercials dropping this year, a bunch of music videos. Eventually, we're going to get to my documentary. We're going to go on tour this year. Really, I'm just telling y'all my to-do list. So we got on a tour. We got a short film coming out. We got our clothing line coming out. We already got a couple clothing lines out right now y'all can go buy from. That's Rome the Halls, Jordan Bloom, We gonna start working with more brands in the future, but I just want to help blow them up. That's it. That's all. What brand? Coming soon. Alienz only exclusive. Coming soon. But I don't know, bro. It's just like, stay tuned, bro. When y'all see me on No Jumper, y'all see me on From the Block, all this shit, just know I work for this shit. I deserve it. Whether you think so or not, whether you like me or not, I'm still here. So you might as well just like find a way to fuck with me, cause it's gonna be real hard having your girlfriend sing my song word for word, or having your niece be like, yo, can you play the Reeves American Slave, whatever the fuck. So just get over yourself, bro. Ain't no hate in my heart. Obviously, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but y'all not my cup of tea all the time either. So just remember, we both coexisting in this world. My name Reeves Junya. My set, my company called Alienz Only, and I'm the GOAT. Shout out to my boy Star. What's the name of this again?
Digital.wav.
Shout out to digital.wav. Anybody watching this that fuck with me, tap in with Star, do an interview with him. You feel me? He a real one. He a star, literally. There's no better name he could have picked for himself. So.
Hey, I appreciate you too, bro. I'm excited to see all your shit pan out. I'm gonna be there watching and supporting.
Man, I'm gonna be there watching. That's why I did this shit. Like, shout out to my boy Star, bro. Like, we supposed to lock in a couple years ago, but God got the better timing. So now we locked in. He live in LA. Him and his girl, they've been going crazy, and I just really fuck with it. So shout out my boy Star. I gotta go shoot a music video.
Appreciate you, bro.
Cue the music. Dun, dun.
Yeah, yeah.